hello everyone. So welcome back to some more Dead Space 3 co-op. And if you'll remember, at the end of the last playthrough session, I said that we were going to take a break. I actually got some food, and I was going to go through every video and find out, you know, the first letter of each chapter's name. Because if you remember in Dead Space 1, I'm not actually going to say the message, but the first letter of every chapter's name, there were 12 chapters, eventually spelled out a message, and you had to put in the spaces yourself, but it spelled out a message that hinted at the end of the game. So in Dead Space 2, these chapter names were notoriously absent, so obviously there was no message because there could be no first letter for a message. But in this game they decided to bring it back, so obviously in the back of my head that's obviously there's a message to be had. Okay, so now what I did was I basically typed up a notepad and then I wrote it out on a piece of paper, which is kind of actually had something important on it, but who cares at this point. So the prologue, because I had to include the prologue because it didn't make sense without the prologue. The prologue chapter was beginnings, and then, you know, I'm not going to say chapter 1, 2, and 3, but every chapter after that was Rude Awakening, On Your Own, The Roanoke, History's Ember, Expect Delays, Repair to Ride, I always say that wrong, Mayhem, Off the Grid, Onward, Now We Know, Signal Hunting, Autopsy, Reach for the Sky, Everything Has Its Place, A Change of Fortune, What Lies Below, A Strange City, and now Kill or Be Killed. And I don't know what the last chapter name is, but here's my theory, okay? Now, when you take the first letter of all those, and if you want to do that yourself, or you don't want to be spoiled, you should probably just skip ahead a little bit, because this is kind of a spoiler. So in fact, if you could remind me to make this its own video, just in case, yeah. I don't know. Because maybe some people don't want to know.
Can't you put a timer on the video? Can't you put a timer on the video that says if you don't want to know?
No, I'll just make it a separate video, and I'm going to put, like, spoilers and shit all over the place, if I remember to. If I don't remember to, then, well, you're watching a playthrough, so I can't really be held that accountable. But I'm a nice guy. I'm reasonable. So, spoiler alert, spoiler. I'm going to read out what I have so far and then speculate for maybe 5 seconds on what the final letter is, but we can probably guess. In fact, we were hinting at it during the playthrough when we got to this chapter. We were hinting at it. So, when you take the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters, okay? So, chapters 1 through 7, well, actually, my bad, prologue through 6, you get the word brother. When you take...
Brother!
Liquid! Okay, when you take chapters 7 through 11, I got this wrong at first, I did 7 through 10, you get the word moons, okay? When you take chapters 12, 13, and 14, you get R, and then as Sergio and I figured out, the last 4 letters are A-W-A-K, and I'm guessing the last one is E. So the message hidden in the chapters is Brother Moons are awake, okay?
Now, if you remember, there's several other moons.
Yeah, that they were telling us about.
That are currently deactivated because this planet hasn't been activated. The convergence didn't fully happen.
So something's going to happen.
That meaning that Earth is screwed, we're all screwed. Dead Space 4 confirmed, Owen confirmed, Half-Life 3 confirmed. Now let's get started.